Alright, so for my Teach It video, I will be explaining number 11 out of section 6.2 in our textbook. So Kendra showed that 1/3 plus 3/4 equals 4/7 by using the following figure. How would you help her? Okay, so as we can see here, Kendra used the area model to explain 1/3 plus 3/4 equals 4/7. I actually run into this problem a lot. I tutor at Hawthorne Elementary in a 3rd grade classroom, and a few days ago we were actually working on fractions and multiplying and adding them. So something I usually run into, so when our 3rd graders multiply fractions, so say we have 1/2 plus 1/2. So they usually learn multiplying fractions at first, and we're taught to multiply fractions by multiplying the numerators and then the denominators after that. So usually when our 3rd graders work on adding fractions, they think, well, why can't we do the same thing with addition? So just a common misconception. So let's say we do the same, instead of the correct way to add fractions, let's say we think we can multiply them together. So if we multiply fractions by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator, you would think, okay, so just add 1 plus 1, so that equals 2, and then 2 plus 2 equals 4. Well, after that, we can simplify that, and that ends up being 1/2. But wait, isn't 1/2 plus 1/2 supposed to equal a whole? So that's just a common misconception with multiplying and then adding fractions. So in order to help Kendra, I would explain that when we add fractions, we actually have to have a common denominator, and we don't just add both the numerator and the denominator and then call it good, as you can see what she did here. So she had 1 plus 3, that equals 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7, hence the answer she got here. So instead, in order to help her, I would show, so I'll write this out right here. So we have 1/3 plus 3/4. All right, so in order to solve this, we have to have a common denominator. So easy way to get a common denominator is just to multiply both of our denominators. So 3 times 4 equals 12. So this means we have to multiply both of our denominators by something in order to get 12. So in this case, we have 1/3, multiply this by 4, we get 4/12, and then 3/4. 3 times 4, multiply this by 3, and we end up getting 9/12. So since we have a common denominator of 12 now, we can take 4/12 plus 9/12, and now we can add our numerators together. So 9 plus 4, that equals 13. All over 12. To simplify this, get a mixed number. So this ends up being 1 and 1/12. So that is our answer. And just to go over that again, so helping Kendra, I would explain that instead of just adding both the numerator and the denominator together, we actually have to find a common denominator first and then go from there.